This is the FSM Prep Rally. We are back. I'm Kalani Lua.
I'm Hanna Serquina.
And I'm Bryson Doughty.
We are at Liberty High School today as the Liberty Patriots welcome the Desert Pines Jaguars. Guys, what are your thoughts on the game?
I think this game actually showed the importance of discipline and not creating a lot of penalties. I think this whole game was about who would make the least amount of mistakes, and Liberty came out on top today with that.
All I saw was a team airing out dirty laundry everywhere. We got flags left and right. Offensive holding, defensive holding. Not a clean game by either party, but 22-6, Liberty pulls out the win. That's all that really matters.
It was a physical game. Both teams showed their toughness, but Liberty was able to pull away. We'll be back with more after this.
What's up, y'all? We're here at our FSM Prep Rally with our player of the game, Ezra Sane-Levy. Ezra, we got a little gift here for you.
Thank you, man.
No problem. And you had 2 touchdowns in the game today, one in the first half, one in the second half. But y'all had some mistakes in the first half. So how'd y'all make that second half adjustment?
Well, really, it was just stop biting ourselves in the foot. You know,
Yeah.
simple mistakes, fixable stuff. We went in the locker room, coach held us accountable, and just going out there, just not making the same mistake twice. That's what it's all about, and that's pretty much what our boys did out there. I'm proud of them.
Right. And speaking of your boys, talk about your O-line and how they showed up for you tonight.
Dogs, man.
Right.
There's some dogs. They put in work every single day of the week. You know, we have a hard coach, and he coaches hard. So they work hard every single day. And, you know, it shows on Friday. You know what I mean? They make plays, and they go out there and do their best, and I just try to match it. You know, I'm very grateful for those boys. I'm proud of them.
Talking about being a dog, let's talk about you and your aggression in the backfield, right? You don't duck from no smoke when it comes to being physical. So talk about how, like, a player that you've had that you wanted to emulate.
Well, there's a lot. You know, growing up, I watched a lot of people play, but I really looked up to my older cousin. He was here a few years ago, Isaiah Laofo.
Wow.
You know, he helped me a lot in the offseason to get me right mentally. So I really looked up to him, not only as a player, but as a brother too.
Hey,
and he's just been there for me a lot. So I really look up to him. Give
That's
him a lot
awesome.
for what I have.
Shout out him and
Yes,
you know,
sir.
shout out to that performance you had tonight,
I
and
appreciate
congrats
it,
on the
man.
dub.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're back here on the FSM Prep Rally. We have Coach Morocco from Liberty. Coach, you got the victory. How are you feeling?
I mean, you know, happy for the victory, absolutely. You know, I think sometimes when you're a successful program, you want to win a certain way, but at the end of the day, you just want to get away with the victory, and I'm proud of the kids for the way they fought through the adversity and were able to get the win.
Like you said, it was a tough game, back and forth on both ends. Some mistakes were made. Do you think it was more so DP and how tough they are, or you guys just fell short in some of the areas you wanted to execute correctly in?
Well, it's Officials Appreciation Week, so I want to keep it positive to the officials there. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Shout out to the officials.
We all I appreciate the officials.
We all yeah.
I felt, you know, it's hard to get a flow when you know, we're getting penalties. You know, whether we think we should have got the penalty or not doesn't really matter. You know, we got called on the penalties, receivers, you know, blocking, and you know, it was really rough there that first quarter, and we missed a field goal. You know, so it was hard to get any momentum on offense. But you know, credit to our defense. They had 2 stops inside the 20. That was big, and they played pretty good tonight.
You guys have a very unique schedule because you guys are stepping up your level of competition on a more consistent basis. Talk about that going into it and how the mindset of keeping these kids focused and ready for such a daunting schedule ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we've always, the last 13 years now, we've played an out-of-state schedule, and we'll continue to do that as long as I'm here. You know, it's basically, we do that for 2 reasons. One, we want to face elite competition, and we want to challenge our kids and get them ready for league play, and then eventually, hopefully, get ready for the state championship. And secondly, you know, it's good to see different teams, you know, instead of playing the same local teams all the time. You know, it's great for bonding. We go on trips, and the kids get to room together and be on the bus, and it brings the team closer together, so it's great.
After a showing like this, you guys take on Farrington from Hawaii next. What's the message for this week to get the kids ready?
It's the same message every week. You know, we want to take care of our business, handle what we can handle, you know, execute, give great effort on every play. You know, we talk about basically there's 4 keys to winning. You know, you got to align properly, you got to know your assignment, you got to use the right technique, and you got to have fanatical effort. And, you know, as long as we're doing those things, we tend to be all right.
Coach, thank you for your time. We definitely look forward to seeing you down the road. Coach Baraka from Liberty High School. We'll be back with more on the FSM Prep Rally after this. Well, folks, that is it. That is the FSM Prep Rally for this week. Wrapping up, what is your final thoughts?
You know, I think Liberty, as our number 2 team on our rankings, they looked pretty strong out there, but they also looked beatable. They only scored 22 points, and they made plenty of mistakes on offense. Some team's going to take advantage of that down the line.
Yeah, I think Liberty's got a strong D-line, a lot of physicality, a lot of heart, but the question is, are people going to be able to adjust to this at the end of the day? We're
talking about Liberty, but DP went out there and showed that, hey, they weren't only able to put up 6 points, but they fought from start to finish.
Oh, yeah.
I think they made some simple adjustments, opened up the playbook a little bit. I look forward to seeing what they can do going into the future, but we shall see. Well, folks, thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. This is the FSM Prep Rally. I'm Kalani Lua.
I'm Hanna Serquina.
And I'm Bryson Doughty.
Till next time, fans.